championship here at stake. And the champions, Duke Davis and Gannon Jones Jr., collectively known as the main event. Obviously with their mascot Liddy, as the kids say.
Of 545 pounds, they are the IWC Tag Team Champions, Gannon, the main event.
Well, it was a monumental moment at the Pittsburgh Pro Wrestling Classic when the main event dethroned Team Storm and certainly set the tides moving away from what that particular group had hoped on. But many say it was long overdue for the team that captured the gold their very first night in to be champions again.
You had to bring up the Team Storm loss, didn't you?
Well, because these guys beat them.
Do you know how upset they are?
But you know what? If Jackson Argos wanted to, he could push that reset button again tonight.
That's a good point. Wouldn't that be a great way to ring in the new year?
What do you think of Liddy the Lion?
I never trust an animal or a person in an animal costume. I believe that is called getting lit.
Got way more rhythm than you.
And ladies and gentlemen, their challengers will be chosen via the reset button.
Last time you got lit, you had to call me for bail money.
Why you get? That's between you and I.
This is dangerous, BC. It could be a regular team. It could be two men that have never teamed before. It could be anything. And still a lot of big players that I saw in the back that have not been represented so far. And that's one of them.
Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 202 pounds,
Spazmanian Devil, Andrew Palace, circling around the ring with so much energy, and it's great to see him back in his normal mood after such a serious display of brutality in that full rope match with Jock Sampson.
Oh yeah, it's always great to see Andrew Palace, isn't it? But he is a man that knows what it means to have a championship around his waist.
Former IWC champion, former Super Indy champion. Hey, Palace could become a Triple Crown winner with a victory.
And he just took a swipe at Liddy the Lion. Certainly there's a lot of interesting hairstyles in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure who has the most majestic mane.
I might have to give the follicle. I don't know who to give the follicle advantage to.
Palace has a lot of enemies.
That's an understatement.
I'm not sure how many friends, let alone those that he'd be comfortable teaming with.
We know I have it on good authority that not a lot of people like Andrew Palace.
The Filipino Flex Factory's here.
Well, Joe, if you want to talk about a dream team, we're going to get it.
Duke can't believe what he's seen. Another IWC original who started training here at age 16 and became a star of the world over. Well, we've seen DJZ come in as a non-regular member of the roster and lead with a championship in the past. Could that be an omen of what's to come tonight?
Well, it's certainly very possible. I mean, Joe, if you look at this match on paper, I don't know how you pick a winner.
DJZ recently declaring himself a free agent from Impact Wrestling. Already offers all over the world, a busy schedule, but DJZ always makes time to come back home.
Well, Joe, there's no place like home, and that home for DJZ could be being one half of the IWC Tag Team Champions. Something that he knows all about as well.
And DJZ is someone that Palace has looked up to throughout his career. Arguably, Palace's first major one-on-one test was against DJZ some years ago. And an interesting thought that I just connected, if Palace wins, he'll become only the second Triple Crown champion in history. The first is partner DJZ.
A lot of history at stake here. And you know, if you're going to draft or craft the tag team, I'd have to say your first round picks are going to be DJZ and Andrew Palace.
But how will they function together? I believe there has to be a mutual respect there, but it can't compare to Gannon and Duke, who've been riding the roads across over half a dozen states every single weekend for a couple of years now.
And this is the first that we have seen the main event and DJZ on opposite sides. We've seen Andrew Palace in the main event in the ring before.
Yeah, normally as allies. And Z, nice takedown. A leverage move to offset the 6'5" metahuman.
You gotta wonder, maybe...
With that air horn.
We gotta wonder, did the main event maybe learn something from Palace or vice versa?
How does he do that?
I don't know. I point at people when I don't get a horn. I normally get a finger or two.
While Z points at Palace, we may get a tag.
What do I get if I point at you?
Not much. I'm not paying attention. I want to see who wins the tag team championship. Gannon may be the most agile big man of his size to ever step foot in an IWC ring. I don't know if anybody has more heart than Andrew Palace.
Well, you don't see a lot of guys that are 6'5" able to fly like a cruiserweight.
Ooh.
Andrew Palace certainly knows what he's in for.
And Palace to Hurricane Rana.
You know, in a matchup like this, you'd have to really look at common opponents that they've held or that they've faced.
Palace double spring, double knee.
It's going to be hard to do analysis on a match like this, and other than maybe a tail of the...
Hey, Palace did it too.
A tail of the tape. Why did they... I was talking.
I wish Jayworth were here. It's always funny when they interrupt him.
I told you, he's doing charity work down in somewhere.
Narrowed that down. Tag to DJZ.
Taking stuffed animals to babies, or babies to stuffed animals, one of the two.
Unique hairstyle on DJZ. He won't win the most majestic mane.
I mean, I don't think that was a category. Oh, wait a minute.
Jeez, high angle back suplex. And the main event love to have fun out here too, but they can get all business when time comes.
I'll tell you, you may not have liked that move by the main event, but it was effective. Oh, wait a minute. See, DJZ and Andrew Palace are in a huddle.
And again, keep in mind, these guys did not know they were tag team partners until they met in this ring. There was no chance to even discuss pre-match strategy or even think, what if we became partners? Because there's 3 or 4 dozen people back there looking for the same opportunity.
Well, absolutely. You can't just narrow it down. You can't just go around talking to people, hey, do you want to talk strategy? If maybe, just in case possible.
Oh, look out. Z outsized about 80 pounds at Palace. What a crack on impact.
And DJZ hit hard. It's a smart move by the main event. Focus on one man. If you can take the other out.
Palace neutralized. His medical history is well documented. County, his insides ruptured on him in Mexico. He died on a hotel bathroom floor. And even thought he wouldn't live, let alone wrestle again, but he's back better than ever.
Absolutely. You have to think a certain crowning point on that road to recovery would be being one half.
Can you believe the handoff on a suplex?
Well, it's certainly not easy to distribute the weight that you need required to do that. Let alone doing, I guess those would be vertical presses while he's at it, would be Duke Davis.
End of the cover.
There's only one meta-human in the world of professional wrestling, and you're looking at him in Duke Davis.
I'm not sure we could handle another. And to those that would ask, do you have a way to define what a meta-human is?
Well, I think the only way you can describe it is just by looking at Duke Davis. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and what you see right there might be worth 1,000,000.
Certainly somebody more than, greater than, superior than your average Homo sapien. It's certainly somebody that possesses all of the physical tools to do anything he pleases. And in recent months especially, he has certainly backed that up.
And if you didn't have enough to worry about, you've got Gannon Jones Jr. to deal with as well.
The wrestling's all-star. Let's not in any way discredit him or overshadow him. 2 count only. Again, the athleticism of Gannon, it can be deceptive. It can be surprising. It can be unexpected what Gannon can do out there. Sometimes defies gravity and logic.
The meta-human taking over. I like to think of myself as the meta-human of commentary. You can be the all-star.
And I'm not sure how many tag matches Palace has been in lately. I think the inexperience is beginning to show itself as the main event isolate this ring and just overpower Palace. Palace and DJZ so far apart.
Well, Joe, let me float this idea out to you as well. Is Palace at 100%? After battling Jock, we don't know what injuries he may have suffered.
And another 2 count.
We both know Palace, of course, wouldn't use that as an excuse, not going to let people know, but that's still got to be on his mind.
Well, even if Palace was 100% coming into this, a couple of minutes with the main event, and that's far from the case.
You definitely don't leave the same as you came in when you take on the main event.
Not at all.
And, of course, you have to worry about Liddy.
I don't think Liddy stays at ringside during the match.
I mean, we have to be concerned.
You might be threatened because so far he's running neck and neck with you as far as number of champions he's managed.
I'm going to take that as an insult.
Well, you can take it however you like.
First, you question my swag, I believe it's called earlier, my dance move.
Yeah, that sounds real confident. Palace kneeing his way right to the temple of Gannon Jones Jr. But Palace doesn't have the wherewithal to know where DJZ is. You notice Palace went to the neutral corner. And is back in jeopardy.
Well, he's taking a lot of punishment. He knows he's got to get to a corner, but the question is, you got to get to the right one. I know where he doesn't want to be, and that's in there against Duke Davis.
Oh, high angle back suplex.
I tell you, that was a smart move. It might not have been on purpose, but he pushed Gannon Jones Jr. as far away as possible from Duke Davis.
Well, Gannon's body is between the 2 challengers. I'm not sure if Gannon's aware. Gannon needs to get Duke back in as well.
DJZ looking fresh on the outside after that spill that we saw him take. Well, wait a minute.
And Duke getting involved, and that's a bit uncharacteristic of the main event we've seen in recent months.
Well, we said a dream team in Andrew Palace and DJZ. You can't blame Duke Davis for taking a little bit of an advantage and making sure that they have firm control of these tag titles.
And a TME collision. And the tag to DJZ. Filipino takes flight.
And he had that momentum, size, and movement to take down both members of the main event.
Well, I'm not sure if I've ever seen DJZ look better.
But that was his problem. He went to the people, and that's going to cost him.
Great adjustment. He's got about a combined 13 feet of badass to deal with, and he's finding a way.
We talked earlier about Jonathan Gresham being a man that can change direction and has speed, and DJZ is the same. But DJZ still has to contend with both members of the main event in there right now.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God!
She vaulted through the air, and the landing was somehow worse.
And right on cue, Duke Davis and Gannon Jones Jr. always know where the other one is at all times.
But do they know where Palace is? Now they do. Drop kick connects.
Well, he saw what happened to DJZ. He's got to take matters into his own hands.
Shotgun drop kicks. Stack up the champions, and Palace, that frenetic energy, got caught.
Wasn't able to keep them down.
Oh, God.
Keep them down long enough. That's the thing, the main event, they always find a way to recover, always find a way to get back into it. I'll tell you, I like what I'm seeing from Duke Davis and Gannon Jones Jr. I'm liking this little bit of laxed attitude.
Well, it's win at all costs, but Gannon and Duke with a miscue, and Z looking to capitalize.
Gonna send Duke to the outside. Now you can focus on the other 6'5" individual.
Double drop kick, change of Ricky and Robert. Here comes Palace. The tope to the floor. Duke maneuvers out of the way.
That might have been the smartest thing that Duke could do. Uh-oh.
Well, look at DJZ. Tope Canelo.
Well, you've got excellent teamwork. You question the ability of these two to team, and we're seeing it right now.
Hey, this may be the team we never knew we wanted until we had it.
I don't know if I'd say I want the team. I mean, they're very impressive.
Oh, fans showing the respect all around here. What is this? Again, this is on the fly. No time to talk strategy. Double missile drop kick.
Joe, this could be it.
Double pin, new champions. No.
And Joe, I think if not for Duke Davis, that would have been it. That was a save.
And Palace to the floor. Now, with DJZ prone, 2-on-1. Gannon.
With the stomp.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh, man, okay.
Couldn't do without you.
Well, I'm here for a reason.
What is this?
Whoa!
Duke Davis taking flight.
You can't tell Duke Davis the guys his size can't do something because he's going to do it. Speaking of, we see Gannon Jones Jr. going to the top.
Moonsault from the lights, but nobody there.
That is a very, very big moonsault to miss.
Flip pile driver. DJZ has him. No.
Joe, what I think might have saved Gannon Jones Jr. is he's so big, he naturally went towards the ropes, and DJZ had to pull him in closer. Just another one of the advantages that you have when you're 6'5".
You gotta wonder, because of the size, did Z really hit that move as flush as he wanted? But Z is measuring Gannon. Jump up DDT. Gannon Gannon. Oh, look out. God! Face first, a twisting flatliner.
But he's got Palace to contend with. These four individuals are moving really fast, Joe.
Gannon, wait. Could this be hernia driver? We got new tag team champions! No! I'm not sure if Gannon kicked out or Duke interrupted the fall.
I think Palace might have actually seen Duke coming. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, and avoided the contact, and that allowed Gannon to slip a shoulder up. Onward we press. Oh, look at this power. Good grief. What a hard powerbomb that was. Duke is focused on Gannon. He doesn't realize DJZ's more to his feet. He's on the ropes.
What's the problem? There's so much to contend with. Uh-oh, Joe, wait a minute.
Caught. Goozled. Countered. Gannon and Duke collide again. DJZ manipulating the system. Oh, got caught. Got caught. The drop kick, the spine buster. Main event. Find a way.
Here are your winners, and still the IWC Tag Team Champions, the main event.
What do you think, BC? We saw a little bit of everything out there.
Absolutely, and you know, it came down. Palace was a hair away, just couldn't get to him in time. I'll tell you, Joe, I'd watch that match every day of the week.
We saw DJZ and Andrew Palace give it everything they had. For being a first-time team, they were incredibly cohesive, on the same page. But the main event worked so long and hard to get those championships. Just no way they were going to let it slip through their fingers again.
Absolutely not. You know, we've seen all four of these individuals have amazing moments here in IWC, and I think we just saw another one.
Well, no one has left the ring yet. DJZ knows what it's like to wear every title there is that he's in contention for in his career here in IWC, and certainly DJZ knows the flag bearers, the standard bearers of the next era of tag team wrestling in IWC when he sees them.